So the first code is the very famous beta interface. As you can see now, my A and B button is now reversed. So my A button is the sword button and the B button is my action button. This is really cool, I think, because it looks perfectly like the beta. The code also doesn't have any effect on the game, so it doesn't crash or anything, so that's just perfect. So you can play the full game with this interface just to make it more beta, you know. Next one. So the next code is also another interface code. As you can see now, my interface is totally changed. We don't have any B button, we only got a A button, which is still our sword button, and then our 3 C buttons. This interface is seen on very early screenshots and also some few gameplay videos of Ocarina of Time. This time the game wasn't even half done, so it was really early. So now this code allows you to run around with it, and holy crap, I love this. It's seriously my favorite code of all time because it looks perfectly like the beta, okay? This is a bit more glitchy than the other one I showed, because if you're going into your start screen, you can see here my medallions are glowing as fuck. Some weird colors there. I don't know why the spiritual medallion, the spirit medallion, are glowing green, but yeah, that's just some few glitches there. You can also see if I press the B button, which is gone, then it's just the save letters there, and yeah, nobody knows why, but it still works, so everything is fine there. So next code. The next code allows you to get a full new inventory. Doesn't that sound really great? Yeah, man, it really is. If you go into your start menu, then you can see all your items. And yeah, that looks pretty normal, huh? But for example, here we got a change. Instead of the actual arrow with the power, no, we got each icon for each power. So for example, we can get the ice arrows here, the ice bow, and also the fire bow, and also the light bow at the same time. So let's try out that. For example, if we choose the ice arrows here, and then take the fire arrows, and then finally the light arrows, it works. Cool. But another thing is these 4 cool things. It's the 3 swords and then the fishing rod. This allows you to get each sword on each C button. So for example, the Kokiri sword here, the Master Sword there, and the Giant's Knife there. You can see this is pretty cool because you still have the Master Sword on the B button. Now I'm using my B button, but you can still use, for example, left C. This is the Kokiri sword. Yeah, there's no texture for it as at all. The Master Sword once again, down C, and then the actual Bigoran sword here. Nice, man, it works and it's just really cool. I don't know how this code have any effects on your game. Maybe it crashes sometimes because it's so it's a pretty huge code, you know what I'm saying. It's like changing your game for real, but yeah, try it out yourself. It's not beta, some people say, but I think it is, because if you look on these screenshots, yeah, then Link has another sword on his C buttons, so I think it is really beta. Next up, this code is really fucked up. If you are starting a new game, this code only works if you've done that, and then trying to get the Kokiri sword, and then if you try to open the chest, then something really weird will appear. Wait a second. Oh, what we got here? The text says we got the forest medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. But to you, it's probably just some weird leaves flying around on Link's head. But no, it's not that simple. Actually, this is a very, very rare beta item that only lays in the memory of Ocarina of Time. This is shown on very few screenshots only, and should be called Link's Reed. I don't know what specific it's for, but rumor says it should be like the flowers in Twilight Princess, sorry, that can call Epona to you, so you can probably flute in this shit or something, or then you can tease her to come to you or something. I don't know, but this is Link's Reed. The sad thing with this is you don't got any Kokiri sword, so you're basically fucked on your journey. But if you're going into your start menu, then you will still have the fishing rod, and then the bighorn sword, but you can't even select it, so fucked up. Everything is fine here. You will also see this weird black stripe in the middle of your screen. I don't know why this happens. It also happens if you do the glitch bottle duplicating. It's really fucked up, you know. But yeah, you got Link's Reed. I love it. Next up, the next code is really, really cool. It allows you to see a new intro to a new file. So it's really, really beta because it's shown on a old tape of Ocarina of Time, and then yeah, then there is a code for it, so it's actually programmed in the actual game. Anyways, let's select a new file and let's watch it. There's not any huge differences to start with, and mostly the full intro isn't that different from the another, but still it's pretty cool, and it looks really much like the old tape from Germany, I think it was. And then yeah, it's cool. The old tape is by the way called Feel Everything, I think. So yeah, if you want to see the original one in full size, just search it up on YouTube. Feel Everything, Zelda, something like that. The original version will also run in the left corner now, as you can see. Perfect. So you can see here, Link is actually going to the Hyrule Market, Hyrule Castle, I don't know. This is a bit beta. I don't think he does that in the original one. So we already got some beta here. Nice. Anyways, this is pretty much the same. You can see the bridge going down. He just stands there. Oh, he runs as fucker there. And okay, this is a little glitch. He just walks into the stone there, Stonehenge, and yeah, that's because it isn't made for to be seen in the original game. But still, it's really beta. Ooh, this is Ganondorf. And you can also see on the sky, it looks a bit different. The skybox, it's more blue, so it's more clear, you know what I'm saying? Nice. So that's basically that. Now we are back in Link's house, and next code. The next code is very interesting because it's changing the color of your C target from yellow to red. As you can see here, it looks pretty much like the beta. You can see on screenshots running below that the original beta C target should be red, and also a little bit different from the retail version, but nobody cares of that. So at least we got a red C target, and that's cool. The sad thing is that Navi also changing color to red, so yeah, that doesn't look that cool, but yeah. Take it how it is, man. The C target is the most important thing here, so everything is fine there. Also, if you target on any other things, it's also red. Pretty sad though, because yeah, it could be cool if it still was green on signs and blue on normal enemies. No, not enemies, NPCs, humans and such like that. But yeah, it's not like that, sadly, man. Next up, This code is really cool because it adds a new sword glow to your sword when you slash with it, anyhow you want to do it. So this is really cool, and it looks a kinda beta because on some screenshots we can see that Link's sword got some kind of glow after it, but it's more likely white, so it's not like this light blue, but sadly, yeah, that's how it is now. Also, there are some weird opinions about this isn't beta because of the color, and also just it's too much, you know, the glow is too much, so it shouldn't just be that much. But anyways, to me it feels pretty much beta, and yeah, just use it if you want to. Oh my god, this is a sad place to be with a sword, yo. So the next code is pretty fun, because if you are watching on my B button, it's not a sword anymore. No, this is a bump, and yeah, it's pretty weird because your B button is actually changed into a C button with bumps. So now you can throw bumps instead of using your sword. Nice. This is not beta, but on screenshots they have revealed that it were possible to have other items on your B button instead of just a sword. So for sure we need to have this code too, man. But yeah, it can be really hard to work with because you can't hit any enemy because you don't have your sword. You only have your hammer, for example, but still, it's going to be a hard time, man. Next up, the next code is probably not beta, but more unused, because it adds a really nice outro and intro when you enter a door. For example, here you can see the Triforce is fading out. Also, when we go out again, it's like fading out into nothing. Nice, man. It looks slightly beta, and I think it is on the beta version of Ocarina of Time, but still I don't know 100% if it's true and it's actually used, but I think it could be used. So nice code, man. Next up, the next code is really cool because it's changing the color of young Link's tonic, also the adult Link's tonic, but yeah, it fits perfectly for the young Link. As you can see on the screenshots running below, it's pretty much the same as we got in-game here. So it's much more light green, it's nearly neon green, and yeah, that's fucking cool, man. I really love the color of this, and it fits perfectly for young Link because it feels more childish to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's brighter, it's not that dark and just green, it's more like yeah, it's just bright and it's clear. Nice, man, it fits perfectly for him. So this is clearly one of the best codes to recreate the beta of Ocarina of Time with a Game Shark code, you know what I'm saying? The last and final code is not beta, but it's more like a thing that can lead you to beta stuff, okay? So let's just press A sometimes here, and then you will see Zelda map select. Okay, wow, this is fucked up. You can see tons of fucking weird Japanese text and a lot of rooms. Out for each counter you will see a new room. For example, this is the grottos in Ocarina of Time. So perfect, yeah. This can lead you to beta. For example, you can see the N64DD test, N64DD set disk version. We got 2 of them, but if you're trying to select them, you can't. So either it crashes or else you can just select it. Sad, because the disk is not attached to the emulator because it's impossible at the moment, and also there is no copy of the Ocarina of Time cartridge from the N64, sadly. Anyways, that's another story. Let's try to, for example, choose room 3, then we are being a child Link, and yeah, let's just press the A button. That's how it works. So we will see this little cutscene with the graveyard, and boom, we are starting here. Young Link, it's normal. We got no plants over here. Pretty weird. And also, yeah, it looks pretty much like normal. But the only thing that are pretty weird with this map select, sometimes the little sub map here in the right corner, you will see it's actually changing the color from the normal blue, darker blue, to this green thing. And I think this might be beta because it's not a color that I have seen before. So this looks really cool to me, but it's not every time you do it. So yeah, I can't say when it will work, or sometimes it doesn't work. So try it out yourself. But if you find the real combination of options, then it works every time, you know. So yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? So that was all for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed watching me trying out all these codes for Zelda Ocarina of Time. I hope you will try them out in your own game and just have fun with them. Show it to the friends and all that. If you like beta stuff in Ocarina of Time and just Zelda all in all, then try them. They are awesome, and yeah, it's just that. It's so cool to have beta codes instead of patching the game or modding it to the end. Just use these codes. It's much easier. You can turn them on, you can turn them off in Project 64. It's that, basically. So if you want to try them out, go to the description and download the text file in there. So you can just copy paste them. Easy. Now you can see some beta screenshots I've tried to recreate only with these codes in the retail version. I hope you can see the same feeling to it and no differences at all. So yeah, enjoy watching them. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.